He's a rational investor, dividend digester. Saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields, that's never the case. He's seeking 6% return. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Alrighty people, good afternoon. It is Sunday, the 23rd of May 2021, the day after Bitcoin Pizza Day. And what a momentous day that was, and what a momentous day this is. Look at these figures, the price is absolutely tanking. So let's just jump straight into it. Whoa, look at this. So we have got Preve in the top left of the screen frame, reporting the price of Bitcoin to be just $149. $149. That is absolutely insane. Even CoinDance reporting Bitcoin at $156. Oh my goodness me. I mean, literally, $156 was like early 2013. I mean, imagine if you could go back in time and buy Bitcoin back in 2013 like I wish I could. You know, I mean, I went in big the other day. I think it was like about 154. You know, I mean, and at these kind of prices, you think to yourself, you know what? Like just to cheer yourself up, you know, I'll just get one. I'll just buy myself one more. I did this before when I was buying Bitcoin. Crikey, I bought it at. I think the lowest one I bought was $75. So that was around sort of 39 UK pounds. And I'd already gone in the week before with everything, and I literally just had nothing left in the bank. I was just like, oh, but I mean, it was insane. I bought a whole Bitcoin for £39.50, which is like $50. Just for novelty value. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy one to say that I bought one. You know, I couldn't justify it, but I was just like, look, just, you know, scrape on a few sandwiches, you know, just skip a few meals this month, you know, just do it. And I'm feeling the same about now, roughly. A shout out to Arcade Rob joining me in the house. Thank you very much. So, talking about numbers and all that, and all these so-called crypto experts, I just wanted to have a quick listen to this.
Well, it's been a couple of tough days in the world of cryptocurrency, with the prices of everything, as I'm sure you've seen, they've gone down quite significantly, about 50%. Pretty horrific drop. It was not very fun, hence why I've not made a video for the past couple of days, just because I've been really busy managing my own portfolio, because when these things happen, I do have other assets to manage. I don't just make videos for a full-time job. I do other things as well. I run my own fund, essentially. And that's meant for me, for the past kind of 4 days now, running on very little sleep and trading all the time, not really looked away from a screen. So I'm very in tune with the markets and exactly what is going on right now. So in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the cryptocurrency news. I'm going to be explaining what has exactly happened over the past couple of days to cause this drop-off in price. And we're going to be looking at, is this price drop permanent, or are we going to recover fairly sharpish, or are we going to go sideways? Well, those are the different kind of options that we're looking at this moment in time. And also, you've got to remember that Ethereum topped out at about $4,400 and currently sits all the way down in the mid $2,000 range. And I like that. Not because, I mean, I lost a lot of money on Ethereum, I'm not going to lie. I lost a stupendously large amount of money trading Ethereum over the past couple of days. But because Ethereum has dropped down that much, it makes it attractive as far as an investment goes, considering its value proposition. So we're going to be looking at, you know...
By the way, Ethereum doesn't have a value proposition. It's utterly worthless. Fundamentally. All it has is a speculative price.
prices of everything, analysing the prices, doing the crypto news, and of course, briefly looking at the altcoin market today. My altcoin portfolio fared just as bad as your altcoin portfolio. It's been a horrific few days, so shall we crack on?
Listen, why are we even listening to douchebags like this? Who's just saying, oh yeah, my altcoin portfolio, my shitcoin portfolio fared just as badly as yours, and yeah, I lost a stupendous amount of money. Why are we listening to these people who know absolutely jack shit about this? You know, again, this is why I say shitcoin is shit for brains. It really just gets my goat. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, talking about ascending triangles, ball pennants, flying carpets, magic tea leaves, tea leaves, rubbing magic lamps, you know, absolutely insane. They know nothing. What they really need to know are the fundamental stats, which is what we are going through now to see what is going on. The price is completely manipulated. It literally doesn't indicate the real fundamental values of anything because nobody has a clue what they're doing. All these shitcoiners have got their heads up their asses, sniffing their own shit because they literally don't know what else to do. You know, it's absolutely insane. So, yeah, let's crack on. Here we go. So, we'll start from the top. We've got Bitcoin, 0.4% of the hash rate. Bcrash, 1.2. Coolcoin, 98.3. Network nodes, 1.8% for Bitcoin, 8.1 for Bcrash, 90% for Coolcoin. Transactions, you see, look, we're winning. Look at this. 38.6% of the transactions in comparison to Bcrash, fundamentally worthless, absolute pile of crap. 26.8% transactions. Have they been around longer than BSV? Well, should we say like the ticker symbol? Yes, it has. What's their excuse? Bunch of douchebags. And Coolcoin, look at that. 34.6. How long has their ticker symbol been around? Well, their ticker symbol actually started out as Bitcoin until Blockstream, you know, tampered with it, segregated the signatures, centralized under their control, turned it from a commodity into a security, and crashed its fundamental value to absolute zero. And even they've still only got 34.6% of the transactions on the network. Absolutely pathetic. And block size, again, this is where the real value is because this is what Bitcoin is all about. Data sovereignty, data security, data efficiencies. 77.7% of the block size on Bitcoin, 5.7 for Bcrash, absolutely pathetic, and 16.7 for Coolcoin, again, absolutely pathetic. We've got Palsky in the house as well. BSV Russia says, my position got liquidated, mate. Why were you gambling? Why were you gambling? You know, investors don't get liquidated. You know, if you're an investor and you buy an equity in a company, yeah, you can get liquidated when the company goes bust. And the company can go bust if the share price goes down, because the share price going down represents the value of the company. And if the value goes down, it means that banks and other liquidity providers are less likely to lend them. And as we all know at the moment, cash flow is king. Yeah, that's what keeps businesses alive. But as we know, the cash that people are using at the moment, as in like this token shit, fiat currency, goes down in value. So businesses are using toxic assets to conduct trade with, which is why businesses go bust such a lot. Because dollars are fundamentally absolutely worthless, which is why we need Bitcoin. SK8M in the house, Grace, and JPaps as well. This says dip is a gift. Yeah, this dip, it's unbelievable. I never ever thought we'd see these prices again. And when you look at the prices, you know, like zoomed out a little bit, you can see it's entirely manipulated. It's absolutely hilarious. We'll go through them in a minute. But before we do that, we'll play Spot the Biggest Block on Bcrash just for lulz, because this will never ever fail to amuse me, and I will continue to play it as long as it is relevant. So you wonder why I call it Bcrash? It's because Roger Ver calls it Bcrash himself. Take the floor, Roger. Durr.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Roger. You buffoon. So, I mean, look at most of these blocks are just kind of like under a megabyte. Look, you know, just absolutely pathetic. You know, I mean, what's the biggest block they got? I can see, what is it, 2.3 megabyte, and they've got 1. Is that it? Dear, oh dear. And now we're going to have a look at Coolcoin. because we know that Michael Saylor is extremely enthusiastic about Corecoin, Bitcoin, about the original one, as to how it was originally designed by Bitcoin. So, Michael, welcome to the show. Listen, I was thinking about tampering with Bitcoin and just effing it up. What's your opinion on that?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, good. Well, you know, so do we. But I mean, yeah, we really like Bitcoin too, Michael. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
Well, you know, big claims like that. If you're saying you love Bitcoin, you're gonna have to explain yourself, Michael.
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. That's a lot of energy, Michael. Where's it going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
Wow. I mean, impressive stuff. What kind of figures are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be $1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
$10 million of Bitcoin or something. Like, where on earth, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Well, let's see if we can find these big blocks on the blockchain for you then, Michael. So I can see a 1.6, 1.7, and that's it, mate. They don't look very big to me. But let's have a look at Bitcoin, shall we? Let's see what's going on. Oh, an 86 kilobyte block from Tal. Again, Vibe BTC is going to be spitting feathers at that one. But look at this. 27 megabytes, 46 megabytes, Michael, 41 megabytes, 36, 27, 68. And remember, these are megabyte blocks, Michael, and look how regularly they are appearing. Shitcoiners would have you believe that the network shits itself at 27 megabytes. Well, doesn't look like it to me. That's why we say shitcoiners shit for brains, because they don't know anything. 20 megabytes, 10, 24, 105. Eat my shorts, Michael. Look at that block. 105 megabytes. Beautiful. 28, 861, 417, 14. Mate, you know, you want big blocks. Well, guess which network is producing them? That's right. Genuine Bitcoin, not that pile of shit that you keep talking about. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Huh. So hash rate by network again. Hash rate follows price, follows a value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it then creates value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. That's what Bitcoin is all about. Utility. It provides a service, and it just so happens that the utility it provides, which is data sovereignty, is the most valuable commodity on Earth. Which means Bitcoin is likely to become the most valuable thing on Earth. It is truly amazing, Michael. So you're talking absolute shit at the moment. Proof of work by network again. Corecoin Bcrash will just fall into their own footprint like Twin Towers soon. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate. Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work. Who cares? Right, so it is 37,900 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Corecoin. Yeah, I mean, that's roughly about 10 times cheaper than Bcrash as well. Like, dear, oh dear. Profitability, so it's currently 2% more profitable to mine a Corecoin. Again, you know, or shitcoin is misguided by the price. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Transactions by network. Bitcoin, oh, look at that. Bitcoin winning. Starting to accelerate away. Corecoin dropping off, asleep at the wheel. Transactions per block, yeah, Bitcoin winning, we'll take that. Fees, again, this is fees in the block, and again, we know that Corecoin purposely have their fees ridiculously high because people don't understand that they're being screwed by it. So fees in the block, that will come with time. So fees SirToshi's, oh, that's fees SirToshi's, looking juicy there. So this is block reward ratio and or block reward fee against the block reward ratio. Again, percentage here, that'll come with time because we're expecting a huge increase in the price of Bitcoin and a huge increase in the volume of transactions as well, which will increase the fees in the block. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Anybody fancy placing a bet on this now? We were 4.9 gigabytes in front yesterday, so we must be what, maybe 5.3 I'm going to go for this morning. Let's have a quick look. Let's see where we are. Got my luckies. Oh, 5.24. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. Yeah, loving that. Loving the growth of the chain. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, indeed. Yeah, look at that. You can see daylight here. Loving it. Loving it. Starting to rocket away. Romp away with it, should we say. Let's get into the politics then. This is where the politics lies. So global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. Almost looking the same. Yeah, pretty similar via BTC trading places. Let's compare that to Coin because they've obviously got 98% of the hash rate on the network because the price can sustain it even though the price doesn't have any value behind it. But yeah, almost identical. Bcrash, what a joke. Huh. And Bitcoin, I see, look, via BTC fancying some. You know, Hathor's dropped off a little bit. Tal taken, I mean, is Tal mining Coin? The Tal tell? No, they are not. Very telling. But I mean, look at the number of transactions coming through on chain. I mean, Tal needs to be there because we need the hash rate. We need the computing power to process all the volume of transactions coming through on those big blocks. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And as we know, this is all about squeezing the shitcoiners off the chain to stop them from artificially suppressing the price, which we shall look at right now. Oh, close that one. Here we go. This is Shitfinex short positions. Look at that, short positions dropped off a cliff, but then, you know, everything else is like dropped off a cliff as well. I mean, look at these prices. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing to witness prices this low. But it just goes to show you how utterly manipulated the market is and how crazy, you know, I mean, everybody's, I mean, again, you know, it's greed that triggers the emotions. You're just like, if only I'd just sort of like just gone in now with everything rather than like everything that I've been buying over the past few months. You know, I'd have like double my Bitcoin holdings, which would be very handsome, I must say. Jeepers. You know, but it's a massive gamble. Could anybody have seen this coming? You know, markets are completely manipulated. You just can never tell. You can never tell. You know, and if you ask me, this just simply follows the price of Coin. You know, which is completely manipulated. One day it will, and again, I mean, it's nefarious entities doing this on BSV. You know, because you know, genuine Bitcoiners, you know, don't dump it. There's not what is the point in trading something that you value? So what's the point in devaluing something that you value, that you like? You know, it's absolutely insane. But again, you know, dirty, that's what I call them, dirty traders. You know, selfish, dirty traders, just out for themselves, no one else, you know. But yeah, interesting looking at the short positions dropping off there. Be interesting to see if they increase. But I mean, with the number of people that have lost all their money, you know, traders are going to be squealing. I mean, some of them might give up trading altogether. Who knows? You know, I mean, shitcoiners. I mean, literally, shitcoiners tune into these shows. You know, these dirty trading shows to get themselves an education. And then you get traders that, you know, they're bragging about how they've been in it since, like, you know, 2013, and they're going, I lost a horrendous amount of money, but we're going to see what really caused this. Well, if you knew what really caused this, you wouldn't have lost so much money, would you? It's so stupid, honestly. Anyway, let's have a look at the global blockchain working live in front of our very eyes this morning. Let's bring this back to life. Right, so for any newbies watching this for the first time, if you don't know what you're looking at here, because I still get people asking me, and I'm just like, look, I've got like, you know what, I get sometimes like 200 viewers of my show, and I explain everything on this, so that whoa, what happened there? Hey, look at this, suddenly motoring along there. So these are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, and it's the mining nodes. So the mining process is competing to put the transaction in a block and put the block on the blockchain. Miners they sense the transactions via the nodes. So miners have nodes. It's the nodes that pick up the transactions, and then they mine it, which is like compete for it with the SHA-256 and all that. So miners, when I say picked up by the nodes, picked up by the mining nodes, effectively. So the nodes are sensitive to the transactions. The miners are the ones who apply hash rate to the algorithm to crack SHA-256 and get rewarded with it. That's what makes it competitive. So these are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, which are the miners. Below that are the transaction generators. To the right of that, we've got the transaction ID, the input, the output, the total output, the type, and the op return. Once the transactions are recognized by the nodes on the network, they are then thrown into the memory pool, and this is where they are competed for by the miners and payment processors, who compete with each other to create a block, put the transaction within that block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which we can see down here. And when they place the block on the blockchain, they are then rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. And this is the chain growth down here. I love looking at this. It's just amazing. So you can see in this 105 megabyte block there, which we've highlighted. Wow, I only had a transaction count of 1,912. Total fees in the block, $138. So it's these fees in the block that will eventually provide the miners with the financial rewards to keep going indefinitely. As the Bitcoin block reward gets cut in half every 210,000 blocks. So eventually it will disappear. But obviously the value of Bitcoin going up, which means the value of the fees in the block will also go up as more and more people come in to use the network for data sovereignty. So, and talking about data sovereignty, think about this. Like, why would you send an email to somebody? Because it's information that you value. Even if it's only a very small bit, even if it's just like a little bit of a joke, a little bit of a ha-ha. Do you want that deleted? Do you want it cracked, hacked, altered, changed? Every time you upload it to a corporate server, that corporate server owns that data. And that, let's say that company goes bust, they just simply have to turn the server off. Whereas what if you upload your email to a decentralized distributed network without that central point of authority, control, or influence? You now control that email. You control that data. You own it. It is no longer in the hands of a single entity who can just wipe their servers and delete it on a whim. That is what Bitcoin is all about. And the way you do that is you pay a microtransaction to use the service, to make sure you own that data. So let's say you're paying 1,000th of a cent to upload an email. You would have to send 1,000 emails a day before you'd even spent a cent. And that's what's going to happen in the future. So it's just like, you won't even notice the amount that you spend to send, because the prices will be so low, because everybody else will be using the network as well. That's how it works. It's beautiful. Economies of scale. I love Bitcoin. Just want to remind people of that. Let's check out the charts here. D drive, stealth drive, still not showing, We'll find out what that was or is later. BitInfo charts again, right? So we've got Bitcoin, 8.7% of the transactions on the network. This is the entire shit show. So again, there's only 10 coins here worth even looking at. So if you're going to do your due diligence, you only need to research 10 coins. It's really not that many, to get to the bottom of things and figure out that Bitcoin is the only one with any fundamental, and that Bitcoin is BSV. Because BTC does no longer follow the protocol. All they've done is socially engineered control of the ticker symbol, which effectively means they've stolen it. It's not. It's Blockstream's own creation. Outrageous. So for any newbies watching the show, this is quite good here because we've got cryptocurrency statistics, all these shitcoins across the top. If we go to transactions, 24 hours on a log curve, as Dan Harold likes to look at. Look at this. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin when it got its ticker symbol back and escaped the clutches of these nefarious entities who want to like prevent it from working, make it illegal, you know, all this shit. You know, and now look at this. Bitcoin is finally free. You know, and this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Scaling test network. Oh, we got a 1.2 gigabyte block in the last 24 hours. Nice. The biggest block is still 608 megabytes. I'm sure that's 638, but never mind. So yeah, they have reset the scaling test network. So the 1.2 gigabyte block is at the top of the list now. Very good, very good. Trends.cash. So again, still TDXP up romping away with apps ranking by money spent. People loving that. Apps ranking by performed action. Again, so we figured out that 80% of the transactions are, you know, through transaction generators that we don't know anything about. Brightview on there with 10% of apps ranking by performed action. Nice. Good to see that taking off. TDXP app looks like it's in 9th. Twitch in 10th. Wow. Crypto Fights. Is this Crypto Fights? 8.3%. That's fantastic. Crypto Fights, look at that. Great stuff. And Brightview. Number 5. Wow. Wow, look, I mean, taken over Twitch. Brightview and Crypto Fights taken over Twitch. I think they might be like testing the network, but I mean, still, one day it's going to be genuine. Very good, very good. Crypto Quant again. So we've seen. I mean, look at all these all these exchanges cashing out their reserves because they know they're an absolute bag of shit. So we're just like, may as well you know, cash it out now before they go to absolute zero, because that's where they're going. Look at this price drop. I mean, I've heard shitcoiners saying, oh yeah, you know, what are these exchanges doing? They're just like, look, this is the exchange reserves. This is what the exchanges are holding in reserves. You know, providing liquidity to the market. They are dumping their reserves. That's what this is. You know, shitcoiners, they just literally just make shit up because they don't know what it is. It's ridiculous. You know, if you were holding something that you knew was a load of shit and you started telling everybody it was a load of shit, you wouldn't exactly get a good price for it, would you? So that's why they've started dumping it early, because they know it's going to absolute zero. Absolute pile of pap. Total pap. What's on chain? Again, so look at this. So memory pool usage, 16 megabytes in there. Estimated next block size, 10 megabytes coming through. Very good. Joho's meme pool. See, this is what a mempool. Oh, I'm so used to calling it meme pool. A memory pool. This is what a memory pool was meant to look like. Monument Valley. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Beautiful, beautiful. What it's not meant to look like is a swimming pool like this. And we can see what this shit show actually looks like when we go on to TX Street. Check this out. Good grief. So we've got a median fee on Cool Coin is $5.86, which means you can add that onto the price of your coffee. But again, you're not meant to use it for coffee. All this shit that Andreas Antonopoulos comes out with. I mean, let's have a listen to this hogwash. You know, see if I can find this where he goes, oh yeah, you're not meant to use it for coffee, but I bet it was the #1 example in my book. Like, seriously? Let's see if we can find it. Do I have it here? Oh, what a shame. Right, I'll have to, I'll bring that on my show next time. But, yeah, while we're looking at this shit show, we may as well just have Peter McCormack telling us how crap BTC is and how it's changed. Take the floor, Peter.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here. It's a completely different project. It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore. Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project. Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Was that convincing to you? Well, not to me. Shout out, more people in the chat box. Good to see ya. So we got Keith Fellows in there as well. Corpy, good to see you. KP Dad, Sam Makes Games. What up, boys? All right, mate. Good to see everybody. Nice. So let's just close these down and just gawp at this absolute shit show. So let's scroll down. See how far we can go. Whoa, look at Ethereum. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. And look at this, the low fee. I mean, look at all these transactions. Look at all these people waiting to actually have their transactions moved. It's an absolute joke. An absolute joke. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. They cannot do jack shit. Honestly. You know, they have no idea how good Satoshi actually is. And so they've just like messed up his creation. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Dear oh dear. But talking about shit show, obviously we know this is our own shit show. And look at all this money printing. Dear oh dear, you know, and it's not doing anything to the economy. So like you can see, it's meant to be adding economic stimulus, and this chart here shows us the velocity of money. Is the money doing anything? No. So if that money is being printed, all of that money is being printed, and you know, you've got to ask yourself, where's it going? Well, let's find out, shall we?
How can we seriously consider a $50 billion increase in the defense budget when DOD's own auditors say the department cannot account for $2.3 trillion in transactions in 1 year alone? Now, my question to you is, Mr. Secretary, what do you plan to do about this?
Decline the nomination.
Oh yeah, man, $2.3 trillion. You know, it's just so funny. We just lost it. God, you know. Well, I can tell you where some of that money went. It went into effing up Bitcoin because they paid $100 million to a company called Blockstream to basically F it up. So you want to hear how badly they effed it up? We'll have a listen to the CEO. Like trying to explain to us what Bitcoin is, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Take the floor, Adam, back.
Hi, Adam. I got a question from a live viewer. So it's from Arnhem. In Arnhem, they have the Arnhem Bitcoin Stop initiative, which has got like 100 restaurants and bars and shops and all these sort of. They're actually accepting Bitcoin today. So they're kind of struggling with the fee situation right now. So they're kind of looking for a solution that's ready today, like something they can use as soon as possible. Now, one solution you mentioned is to use off-chain services where people could, you know, put a little bit of money somewhere off-chain at some service provider and payments happen off-chain. The other solution would be to use an altcoin that has very cheap fees. Do you think one solution is preferable over the other? And if so, why?
You know, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. You know, if you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee. So I'd encourage everybody to get a wallet that allows you to override and set your own fees, set them lower. Make sure to turn on replace by fees so that you could increase them later if you guess too low. Lightning, maybe they could be an early adopter of Lightning, but
that's not really ready yet, so.
Well, I mean, you can download and make transactions and stuff, but I agree that the wallet integration is not complete. You could have, I think some Bitcoin businesses have a tab, so you pay them and then you work your tab down and presumably you can cash your tab out if you don't use it, if they have repeat custom, or maybe the shops in the local area could make a shared tab or something in anticipation of Somebody in the local area who's a technology expert could make a local Bitcoin tab that's interoperable between the shops and some kind of app to do it. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Adam.
Is the monetary policy of Bitcoin conducive to it being a medium of exchange? Because I'm sure you guys are aware a lot of people will say, oh, I don't want to use Bitcoin to buy coffee because then a year or two from now I'll realize that I had bought myself $100 cup of coffee. So I wondered, do you think that we'll see it being used more and more as a store of value and not really see the medium of exchange use gain adoption?
We need to stop thinking about buying a cup of coffee as the primary activity of a medium of exchange. And it's probably the worst example to use, and I'm totally guilty. This is the number one example in my book.
Right, yeah, so we need to stop thinking about using it to buy coffee, but yeah, it's the number one example in my book, which is all about mastering Bitcoin. You absolute buffoon. Yeah, and then Adam back saying, "Oh yeah, you could probably wait to 4 hours to save a priority fee and Lightning. Well, I agree that wallet integration isn't quite there yet, but you can still download it and make transactions. Like, what on earth? It's an absolute joke. I mean, obviously we're intelligent here in Bitcoin, and we can see the this bullshit is so intense. I can smell it through the screen, honestly. But shitcoin is shit for brains have just got no clue what's going on, honestly. But just laugh at them. That's all you can do, really. So is the money? Let's see what those graphs look like afterwards. Look, even worse, unbelievable. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing it can save, look at this, $153. Unbelievable. How are we feeling about it? Feeling good. 61. Picking Bitcoin up for $153. Oh my god. Let's have a look at Bitping. Let's see if these price crashes have had effect on the number of nodes. Still 49 countries. Money flow per hour 50 cents. Alrighty. Yeah, just love looking at that. Look at all these nodes. Look at that. Look at all those nodes. Monitoring the uptime of networks around the world, paying out in Bitcoin for your time. Like, love it. Morning run. Good to see the transaction volume down on that. This is an absolute shit show. I'm embarrassed that this is in my backyard. Just if you know anybody who's on this thinking that they're going to buy this shit, please have a word with them. I mean, because this is shitcoining encroaching on my backyard, which really irritates me because it stinks. It really stinks. Move fast and break stuff doesn't mean breaking the law. Anyway, let's have a look at big. Oops. Whoa, 100 quid. 100 quid. Look at that in dollars for our friends across the pond. It's at $142. Oh my god. I might have to go in and just buy some, because why not? This is insane. Well, let's have a competition. Who can buy the cheapest Bitcoin? You've got to prove that you bought it. Is the price going to go any lower than this? Look, upsy downsies. It's still good. This is crazy. Look at that. I'm looking at that in GBP. I look with 36 pence away from it being under 100 quid. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Right, we'll have a look at Corecoin. See what this piece of shit is doing. Oh dear, that is tanking on the way down. Wow. Got a depth chart there. See, it's only got a $303 million. Supporting a market cap of 617 billion. Dear oh dear, that's like 0.5% of the overall market cap. Probably, I'll have to figure that out. Jeepers. Jeepers creepers. Let's have a look at Bitcoin one more time. Hold on one sec. Let's have a look at the... so we 2.3 million. Tiny. Teeny tiny. But a market cap of 2 billion. So, yeah, 220 million. 20 million would be 10%. Is this like 1%? Yeah. Woof. So, 2 million. So that means that would be a $200 million market cap. It would be 1% of 200 million. That's 2 billion. So, 0.1%. 0.1% of the overall market cap. That's crazy. Crazy. So let's have a look at the BSV USD chart. Still on the way down. So we have a look at this on the week. Look at that. Juicy prices. Juicy prices. 3 days. 1 day, yeah. 3 days is probably better to look at. So we can see the shenanigans that have gone on there. Still on the way down. Let's have a look at Coin. See what this chart is looking like. So we'll do the same. See, look, down, down, down. Let's have a look at 3 days. If it wants to show us this. There we go. Tanking. Dear oh dear. I mean, look, this was the initial drop right there, and look at where it is now. Jeepers. Shitcoin is going to be absolutely shitting themselves. Now let's have a look at the BSV BTC chart. Oh, picking up a little bit. Means BTC is tanking. Let's have a look at this over 3 days. Wow, so I have got a cheeky little trade on. A cheeky little trade. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. So I went in around here. So yeah, if I'd waited it would have gone down, but you know. Monitoring it for the time being. Upsy downsies. Safest bet if you ask me, because it's you're sort of like roughly going to follow it. I mean, the price of BSV is so small right now. Honestly, absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's have a look at the shit show. Market cap down to 1.3 trillion. Coin's market cap down to 6 billion. So I mean, remember that was a trillion not so long ago. How times change. Ethereum down 21%. Binance Coin down 30%. Dogecoin down 20%. Bloodbath across the board. US dollar coin in the green. Binance USD coin in the green. Tether, 0. Cool, look at all these. Look at all this. Price action. Bitcoin down 17%. Coin just down 14. Boo. Never mind. Let's have a look at my channel. Oh, look at this, 508. And check this out. So my Peter McCormack video. Look, it's only 4 views off of the special one for Elon. And that was PMAC when he said, BSV, you're gonna love it. Again, both Elon related videos. You know, it won't be long. Let's have a look at my douchebags of Bitcoin playlists. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Mute that. Right, so we'll go for Adam Backy. Where are we? Wacky Backy. Adam Back, 254 views. Now we'll compare that to Dan Held. 253 is Adam Back is back in front. 254 trading places. Adam Back. I wonder if 254 views. You know, people started to realise, oh, how can anybody call Adam Back, you know, who invented Hashcash and the CEO of Blockchain? What's Toshi doing calling him a douchebag? Because he is. And let's have a look at these other douchebags. Let's see where they are. 232. Hot on their heels. Honestly. Absolutely hilarious. Let's have a look at Streamanity. Oh, look at the 281 followers. Shooting up there. My chat with Stephen Matthews. 140 people paid to view that. Amazing. $28 in revenue. Loving that. Loving that. Very good. Let's have a look at Twitch then. New sign-ups, 24 hours. Here we go. New 87. 87. Going down with the prices. Down with the prices. But my followers going up 406. You know. Oh, next target 500. Lovely jubbly. Loving that. And onto Twitter. Let's find our girl Ruthie. Ruth Eastman. Do we have 960? 967. Hey, 968. Twitter asleep at the wheel. I've no doubt they'll those likes will come down very soon because Twitter won't want those showing up on anybody's radar. I'm Satoshi 78.2. That was like 77.9 the other day. Look at that. 78.2. People becoming interested. Loving that. Loving that. Let's have a look at whale alerts. See if there's any shenanigans that's gone on over the last 24 hours. 30 minutes, 15, 16, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. 4, 9, 11. Oh, large amounts of BTC being moved. 383 million, as you do. Huge. Oh, what's this? USDC, more USDC. Honestly, absolutely horrendous. Lots of ETH being moved. People are just like, oh shit, what's going on? What's going on? And that's 24 hours gone. There we go. All right. Let's just cross-reference that with stablecoin printer. Make sure we haven't missed anything. May 22nd, that was yesterday. That was Binance USD. So, yeah, and 22nd we saw that. 22nd, they printed $1 billion on Bitcoin Pizza Day. Oh my God. How many pizzas are they going to buy with that? Good grief. Good grief. And there we go, people. I've already screened my followers because I do them on a regular basis because otherwise there's just too many of them. I can't keep on top of. These tweets are protected. Sorry, mate. Can't see you. You can't see me. Block. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Right then, folks. We are up to date with the fundamental figures. Hope you enjoyed that chart show. Shout out. Snooze Fest is in there as well now. Great stuff. And what's this? Zlobert. What is our bottom? Seriously? Seriously? Ban all discussions on talking about dirty dollars. It's not about dirty dollars. It's how much Bitcoin have you got? How much can you get? Talking about dirty dollars and bombs and all that crap. Get the old magic tea leaves out and, you know, should we go through the list again? You know, ascending triangles, ball pennants, flying carpets, tea leaves, magic lamps, all that shit. No one knows what's going on because the market is entirely manipulated. You know, oh, I'm really good at reading charts. Bullshit. Unless you're good at reading minds, of which no one is, you haven't got a clue. Because these do not produce, they're not businesses. They are literally pieces of digital crap that do nothing. So the only way the price moves is through people manipulating it. That is it. So, yeah. Good luck with any of that crap. But right then, peeps, we are up to date with all the fundamental figures. It's Sunday today, so we're still at the weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's quite nice where I am, but I'm going to enjoy my coffee now. So, yeah, as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy giving. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.sirtoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSirToshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.